Alright, hopefully this is working. But, welcome everyone to a match that probably might surprise a few people on this channel. Office Party Esports versus the King's Court. Now, if you guys have paid attention to the league, I was a part of the King's Court until I ended up retiring. So this is the first time I'm gonna be casting a game for my old team. Obviously, I'm not gonna put any bias out there, especially since I do respect the team still. But it is gonna be the King's Court versus Office Party Esports. Well, we'll see how this goes. On one team for the King's Court, you will have Plumato, Ember Pug, Affected Potato, and Captain Arc 5, who I'm assuming will not be playing this set, but who knows. Up against Office Party Esports in Miguel, Acidic, Incompetent. Plumato recently got traded to the King's Court. Happened actually after I retired. So this is his first set here. We're underway in Game 1. Now this right here is going to be the most interesting thing to really watch, as how Plumato and Ember will work with each other. But one thing that's for sure, Potato and Ember have always had chemistry. And honestly, that was a 3-man passing play. Plumato to Potato and to Ember. And that gets slotted right in as Ember gets goal number 1. Kinda early for the King's Court. I was gonna say, how were Ember and Plumato going to gel? Well, we're gonna see. As it might work out well, might not work out well. This seems gonna be definitely a tester. These two teams are tied in the standings for the 4, tied for 3rd. Whoever wins this gets sole possession of 3rd. I'm pretty sure, at least. Yeah, they get sole possession of 3rd. Other team gets dropped down to 5th, which isn't bad, all things considering. But at the same time, though, you'd rather take this win here in an all-crucial game as we enter the second half of the season. Oh, that's not good. And Potato tries to pinch it in, or read it in. Oh, no! Oh, I think that was going in, and Potato accidentally saved the shot. That is unfortunate. Obviously wasn't meant to, but that is just really unfortunate here. They're still up by 1. Here's what it is. Now, speaking of Potato, though, I don't think this will be his last set, but he is going to be going to Canada, I'm pretty sure, for work, so he might not be playing games all that often. But it is what it is, right? Either way, we might not be seeing him much, and Archives might go in, take control of, or substitute himself in for Potato when need be. But right now, one more game before he has to go away. And right now he saved his teammate's shot, but also had a great passing play to said teammate. But now he takes possession of the ball. It's gonna flick it. Try and maybe start something. Leaves it for Ember. But Acidic. Defense was there. The shot from Plumato was a little wide. Get the clear away. Right now, it seemed like a lot of the pressure has been kind of towards the King's Court, albeit the ball has been on both sides about as much for, or like the same amount of time for each side. Right now, Office Party trying to set something up, but Ember is going to be able to get the clear. Miguel keeps it on the orange half. But isn't able to do much. Plumato got one touch, but Acidic gonna take the shot. Potato with the save, but rebound shot. It goes in. Competent gets goal number 1. Ties the game up. Just not the greatest of clears from Potato. And I think it may have been saved by Ember if Plumato didn't get there. But at the same time, I couldn't tell. Either way, 1-1 this time. As Confident looking to add on, but now double commit comes from Office Party, but the ball did get kept in. But look, the outlet pass gets denied, but still gets cleared away. But the net's kind of wide open. Potato puts it wide. I don't know if he had much of a shooting angle, as the defender was pretty much right in front of him. Either way, Potato keeps it in. Ember gets one touch. Potato, maybe going for a fake. Did not have much boost yet. Jumps regardless. Either way, Aesthetic got around 1. Not around 2. Miguel will be able to trying to start something up with this. But Ember's gonna... wasn't able to get a touch on it, at least. And now, Miguel, our Aesthetic too competent. Almost worked out as a 2-man passing play, but that bumps worked out, but Miguel didn't get a touch on it. Ember to Plumato, maybe a little too hot on the pass. Right now, though, seems like those two are working well together. At the same time, though, they're still tied 1-1 as we have 1 minute remaining. Right now, OPE looking to add more pressure. Competent pass down. There was a bump on Miguel, who was second man. Now Ember trying to get it around Acidic. Was getting harassed from behind. And now Ember pass back to Plumato. Great 50 by Acidic. But Ember just got a touch to keep it towards midfield. But Competent's going to take an immediate shot. And that goes in. Competent gives OPE the lead. I don't know what happened here. Competent just took the immediate shot. I don't know if Potato thought someone was in net. But he ended up not being able to go for it. And, well, 2-1 now in favor of OPE. To King's Court. Seemed like they had a strong start and even got a goal. But have been pretty much silent since. OPE. They beat them once before in the series. Or in the season. I think 3-1 or 3-2. But they're looking to do it again. But Plumato isn't able to get the touch. Wide open net. And that ball's gonna drop down. Albeit those nets are definitely, or those shots are definitely not easy. But either way, OPE steals game number 1. I don't even know how I go steal though. OPE just did well after getting scored on. Actually, kind of after Potato accidentally saved his own teammate's shot. But OPE, ever since that moment, pretty much, I don't know if they figure stuff out or what the case is. But now it's up to Arc 5 to either make a change or just remind the team to stay calm or something. Go back to how it happened when they first got the goal. Maybe try to set up some more team plays. Maybe that's the case. But if you're OPE, you want to continue to lock King's Court into their half. Definitely a way you could beat them. But now, let's see how this goes. As game number 1 goes to OPE, but this series was close, at least in the scoreboard. Now, does the King's Court rebound? Certainly have the talent, but it's not like OPE doesn't have the talent either. So we'll see what happens. No changes as when it comes to lineups. Not expected either. But either way, Game 2. Finally, there you go. Game 2 is underway. Let's see what the King's Court changes when it comes to their playstyle. This is not necessarily what they wanted to see though first, but Acidic wasn't able to get a touch there. Minty C was able to join the lobby. For those who don't know, Minty C is OPE's sub. The Potato wasn't able to put down that, but Plumato comes there and is able to put it in. Plumato gets his first goal for the King's Court. Potato wasn't able to get the second touch, but that smoke screen, I think, pretty much froze Miguel as he wasn't able to see through it. And that was just a good placed shot. 1-0 again to King's Court. Now this time they either have to expand on it or hold it. Most likely want to expand it. See what happens here. Let's do commit on that. Plumato is all by himself, but Ember was able to get back in time. Miguel is going to try to start something. But Ember was there. Not competent. Off back wall, but Plumato did get a touch. And Potato is able to clear it out of his half. Miguel, a little awkward, does get a touch And Acidic comes to the rescue, and Miguel gets in around the third. Now Miguel got one touch, but got boomed away. Competent drop down shot, saved away by Potato, but Acidic read that. He gives his team a tied ball game. I don't know. The great attempt by Competent. Great attempt to save by Potato, but Acidic read that all the way. And OPE once again tie up the King's Court. Well, I won't say something needs to change, but maybe playstyle needs to change or something. Maybe, though. They're able to get the first goal, but they're gonna need more. As Competent doesn't get a touch on that. And that Potato is trying to start something, but Miguel is able to get the clear. And now Ember got one touch. I was able to get another. Acidic does keep it in. Tomato got the second touch, so not Potato. Wasn't able to really get it the cleanest of touches. Competent was actually there to get the dunk. Not Ember. Got one touch. But that was both second and third men right there. Competent catches them out of defense. That was just poor awareness. I don't know exactly what happened there. It was pretty much everyone pushed up in a spot that I don't know if it was really needed to. And OPE take a 2-1 lead once again. But there's 3 minutes 20 seconds left. There's plenty of time to make in-game changes or whatever. Man. Well, we'll see what happens. As Plumedo tries to start something here, but Acidic will leave it for Miguel. Back to Acidic. Pass to the backboard. Competent. Not the cleanest of touches, but Miguel gets one touch, got bumped, and his shot almost went in, but saved away by Ember. But that's still another pass, and an unfortunate own goal from Ember. Acidic extends the lead off a good pinch. Ember just was not in the right position after trying to recover from the previous stop. Unfortunately, he puts it into his own net. Just under 3 minutes left remaining. Still plenty of time for a comeback, especially since it's only 2 goals. But it just seems like OPE pretty much kind of have the King's Court figured out. I'll be at the same time, though, who knows how much chemistry King's Court have. This might be their first game, I don't know. But right now, series 1-0 in favor of OPE, and the King's Court just does not seem like they have had much pressure, and it's gonna be 4-1 now. Competent extending the lead and hoping to extend the series. I mean, I don't know how many goals he's had this game so far. I guess I could check too, but something, I don't know what's up with the King's Court right now, but I don't know. It could honestly be that OPE just figured their stuff out, because they have gotten better, I feel like, as the season has gone on. But at the same time, I almost feel like we should have expected a little bit more of a fight between the teams. As Ember leaves it for Potato, but that gets cleared away by Miguel, and that might just go in. It goes off backboard, and Plumedo is able to get the clear. And now Ember gets over 1, and that's all that's needed. Ember cuts the lead down to 2. Let's get it around Acidic. Still more work to be done, though, for the 2. 1 minute 50 seconds left. And wow, we'll see what happens. Maybe the King's Court may have found something. I don't know. The bump on the back wall doesn't help. Albeit that clear did. But Ember takes another shot, just wide. Now Potato, unfortunate touch, is gonna force King's Court have to retreat. Now Ember got one touch, but not much boost to work with. And now Plumedo wasn't able to get the read on that touch. And Potato wasn't able to get a touch there. Ember was able to get a touch to force it towards midfield. But Acidic got around 1, has the other touches. Potato with the save, but still a little dangerous. Actually, even more dangerous now. Competent got a touch, but he missed the shot. That is unfortunate, really. And instead it gets the clear, or it gets cleared away, I should say. But the ball's still in the orange half. Acidic backless isn't able to do much with it. But he was able to get a 50. Fumeto. Unfortunate jump. Actually, decent pinch, but nothing really much happens from it. OPE was reading that one like a book. And now Ember, goes for the pass. Shot saved away by Acidic. Acidic is able to get the clear around Fumeto. 30 seconds remain. OPE up 1-0 on the series, about to make it 2. Especially if the King's Court doesn't make a comeback. Well, there hasn't been much offense from the King's Court, but that might be a mistake. That might bite OPE in the end, but Potato pre-jumped and he missed! Oh, that is not okay! And they will get bit for it. Competent pretty much puts this game away. That's just tragic for the King's Court, and they're looking to have to reverse sweep OPE. And man, I don't know. The King's Court, I don't know if they need to pull out a miracle or what. But man, I don't know what needs to change, but something needs to change, whether rotations or what else. But OPE takes game number 2 on the verge of a sweep. And man, I don't know. I wouldn't expect OPE to make any changes. Their game plan has worked to a T. The King's Court, on the other hand, they need to make changes. First game 2-1, okay. The game was a little even. This game, this had OPE's name all over it, excuse me. They need to make a change. And they need to make it pretty much now. We'll see how they pretty much, or what change they make. Actually, Minty's gonna be subbing in for Miguel. Don't know why that's the case. Maybe it's for playing time. But I don't know about this. It can still work. Hasn't worked yet. Fumeto gets goal number 1 pretty early. But at the same time, though, it's not like it hasn't happened, you know, in the other 2 games. The other 2 games, the King's Court has gotten 2 very early goals. Yet they still lose. Is it going to be the same here? I mean, we'll have to see. If Fumeto goes for the fake, or Potato tried to go for the shot, got denied. Not competent. Try to set something up. Wasn't really much able to. Now Fumeto doesn't get a touch here. Ember's gonna have to be calling into action, but it still could be dangerous. Competence up, gets saved away. Gets cleared away. But now Fumeto doesn't get a touch, maybe a fake! And the fake worked out. Ember gets the goal. Minty just did not get a touch on the ball right there. Fumeto apparently got a touch, and at least it faked out Minty. Ember was able to put it behind Acidic, and well, I don't know, man. It was a great play, but at the same time, I don't know if it was intentional. Well, we'll see. But either way, though, Ember looking to start something. Oh, this is a great play. This might just go in. Potato does get credit for the goal. 3-0 for the King's Court. Ember, I mean, he pretty much did all the work. He's able to get a great 50. And, well, Potato pretty much just steals it, if I'm being honest. But, either way, 3-0. So far, I think the substitution may have impacted this game a little bit when it comes to OPE's side. But they can at least afford a game. I'll at least say that. But now they're down 4-0 in this game. And man, this is not looking all that great. This is pretty much like looking like a stat stuffer for the King's Court. I'll be honest, 4 goals in just over a minute? I don't know. But either way, Tomato gonna try to add another one. Competent does get a clear. Acidic Looking to start some type of offense on the other half. Ember denies it. Minty able to get a touch, but got bumped by Acidic. Competent off back wall. Minty has to keep it, is able to keep it in. But that got cleared away by Plumeto. And Ember with the bump, and Plumeto is able to get credit for a goal. Once again, Ember doing the dirty work. Wasn't able to get the read there, but instead gets the bump on Competent. And Plumeto pretty much had a wide open goal. 5-0. Oh my goodness. You would look at the first two games and say, okay, OP's probably, if they're going to lose game 3, it should be probably very close. So far, unless they're going to make a comeback here, I don't know what to say. I'll be honest. As Ember gets to clear, nothing threatening really much happening. As Competent tries to go for the pass, but no one was there. But man, this has been one of those games of all time. Ember wasn't able to get much of a touch there. Potato wasn't able to get a touch either. Sick does. Competent redirects off back wall, but Ember was able to get a touch. And not Potato. Gonna take it up the wall. Doesn't get much of a great first touch. But either way, Middle. Oh my goodness, that would have been kind of disgusting if he or Ember was able to connect on that somehow. Almost redirected it in. Still 5-0, but still saved away. That shot saved away by Acidic. Now Plumeto. Looking maybe for a pass here. Acidic was able to get a touch. And now Competent able to boom it away from Potato. Minty. Maybe a pass back. But Ember a great 50 there. And now Acidic trying to start something, but Plumeto was able to cut it off, and that might just go in. Yeah, it will. No defender in sight. 2 minutes left. 6-0. My goodness. Well, this is definitely a statement game for the King's Court. I'll at least say that. Now, you almost look back at the substitution Miguel, since he's the captain, made, and you almost wonder, was it just to try to see if he can get acclimated into this offense, or acclimated to the team in some way? Because that's the only reason why I can think of. Because, oh my goodness. Obviously, no offense to Minty. He's an excellent player in his own right, but man, this is 6-0. I don't see why you would just not stick with what works. Because you have to remember, second half of the season, and this is for seeding right here. Both teams are 4-4, and you do not want to give this team a chance to come back here, because this team can most definitely hurt you, especially with their new addition in Plumeto. But either way, Ember will try to start to see if he can get a 7th goal. Not yet, at least. But either way, Potato just go off back ball for a pass. Nothing much happens there. But 1 minute, less than a minute pretty much remains. And man, has this been a game to forget about for OPE? Because my goodness, 6-0. On the verge of a sweep, and then they are now down 6-0 with about 30 seconds remaining. It is not really much what you want to see, as Competent blocks his own teammate's shot, per se. Plumeto goes for the pass. Ember is able to get goal number 7 for the King's Court. But yeah, this game is one of the games of all time. That's really all I can say about it. That's really all I can say. 7-0. But, on the bright side for OPE fans, they are what? So they will still be up 2-1 in the series. So while a sweep might not happen, they still have 2 more chances to get a win here. While the King's Court literally needs to win these next 2 games. But, when it comes to this game, they have started on the right track to getting a reverse sweep here. As Potato gets his hat-trick and goal number 8 for the King's Court. Yeah. OPE still have chances. But, Hopefully they don't remember this game while playing the rest of this series, because my goodness. This has been a game that people will probably be so confused on how this happens. As Ember will try to add one more. Got a 50, the ball's going to hit the ground. The King's Court does take game number 3, avoids the sweep. But, holy. That game went really drastically different. And if I'm being honest, I don't know if that was just because of a substitution. I think that was more the King's Court getting their act together as well. I think it's more of a mix of a few things. But, as I said plenty of times, OPE still have 2 more chances, so we'll see what happens here. Hopefully game number 4 is a lot better than this game. Excuse me. Because, oh my goodness, do I need it. And I'm sure the people watching need it. That's all I can really say here. But, we'll see what happens when going into game number 4. Obviously, Miguel might want to put himself back in. But at the same time, maybe you might want to change some stuff. Anyways. Because that game still was not just a result of a substitution, but also just something just did not work. But we'll see what happens, as Miguel is subbed back in for Minty Seed. But either way, game number 4. We'll see what happens. It's underway. Miguel gonna put it actually towards net. Pimento was able to get the save. I think OPE looking like they're trying to start the series off with a goal, or start this game off with a goal, excuse me. Competent double commits with Acidic. Actually does get demoed, albeit the double commit never really mattered regardless. But now Ember is gonna pass to Plumeto, takes their early shot. Either that, just at least put it in their corner. Either way, Acidic pops it up. Miguel is there. Shot saved away by Ember. Now Acidic, with a lot of time, gets one touch. Fakes, I think, a flip reset. We made it a little awkward. It is able to keep it out of net, albeit I don't know if that was going towards net or not. Either way, though, Ember is able to get a clear. Able to get somewhat of a dunk, but Competent was there. Now Acidic trying to start something. Have to rely on Competent to do so. Now Miguel with the pass. Cleared away by Potato. This is what you like to see if you're an OPE fan. A lot of pressure for them now. And well, who knows? Miguel goes for a shot himself. Got cleared away. Now Plumeto, 1v1 against Acidic. Goes for the flick. Went wide regardless, but Potato keeps it in, but no one was turning for the King's Court. Now Plumeto was able to get enough of a touch to keep it in the blue half, but Potato wasn't able to get a touch there. Now Acidic shot! A team bump, but the save came out. Now Ember able to get the touch towards corner, and Plumeto got a clear. Now Acidic got it over Ember. This would be dangerous. Where's third man? Competent off back wall. Fakes out one. Miguel and Acidic go for the shot. Gotta save the way, but Miguel drop down shot saved away by Plumeto. Competent was able to get a touch there. Plumeto got some of a touch, but Acidic a better 50. But Ember was able to get a booming clear. Actually, so much that Acidic didn't expect it. Nothing comes from it though. Half the game remains. No goals have been scored yet, surprisingly. Not Competent was able to get much of a touch. And now Potato takes control. Got a demo, actually. I thought he was going to get demoed. Try to go for a 50, but Acidic too strong on the back wall. But now Plumeto couldn't start much either. Miguel also strong on the back wall. The Potato will just boom it towards back wall. Miguel is able to get a clear. Actually faked that one. But Plumeto pass to Ember just wide. Competent is able to get the clear. But some pressure now for the King's Court. Albeit, didn't last long. Ember got the demo, was trying to look for the pass for Plumeto. Nothing much happened. But now Ember Trying to start something there, wasn't able to either. Tomato gets the 50, albeit it might work out better for OPE. It does. Potato gets boomed away, but Ember is there. But now the double commit comes out between Miguel, Competent. Goes off back wall, but Acidic can't commit. Acidic, not the greatest of touches, but Competent was able to keep it in. Competent, what a pinch pass. Acidic is there waiting, but not a hard shot at all. Easily cleared away by Potato. No, Acidic got around one. The net's pretty much open. He goes for a demo, but Ember was able to get back. Now Plumato, 50 boost, but it should be enough. Got one touch, was trying to get the 50, wasn't able to. 1 minute remains. Still 0-0. Got one touch. Ember, the Potato, shot wide. Plumato keeps it in, but no one is there. Potato kind of gets a touch, but he was just not in the right position at all. Right now, Ember got one touch. Got it around Competent. Potato shot saved away by Miguel. Now Plumato is going to try to start something. A pass towards mid. Got some over 50. Ember's going to turn, but Miguel beats him to the ball first. Potato got some over 50, but Acidic's going to be there first. Does get deleted off the play, but Potato lost it. Miguel trying to start something. But it gets cleared away, but only towards Competent. That's going to go off the back wall. Thought it was going to go off corner, but wasn't able to. Now Plumato gets it clear. But this is booming up. This is scary for the King's Court. Potato doesn't get the touch. Ember does, but this still goes off corner. Potato gets the clear, but only towards Competent. Both people from OPE were there, but none of them got the touch. Overtime is here. The King's Court need this goal if they want to have a chance to go to Game 5. But if OPE gets this game, they win the series 3-1. A lot of pressure for TKC, the King's Court. But will they fall? Will they crumble? Or will they prevail under the pressure? As Ember looks for 50s. Acidic. A great pass, but Ember was there. Interrupted. Acidic got around Potato. Acidic shot saved away by Ember. Competent. Able to get the clear. Now Plumato. Got one touch. Potato can't commit. Now Acidic gets 50 by Potato. And Miguel gets a touch. Ember puts it towards corner. The pace seems to be dropping a little. None of the teams really want to give up this goal. But that might just go in. Tomato's there. But great dunk by Miguel. Can Potato get there? No, he can't. Competent calls game, excuse me. And what a play from Miguel. What a dunk. Potato was just not able to get the save. Good shot from Competent. OPE takes the series 3-1. And that was very close. But OPE was able to take it. They improve 5-4 and third in the standings. While Team King's Court now is in 5th, 4-5. But OPE pretty much had most of the momentum anyways. Or shall I say pressure is pretty much hit theirs. And King's Court, they had some at certain points. But OPE just had more of it seemed like. And that may have been the ultimate decider in this series. But either way, that is pretty much it for this stream. Thank you guys so much for watching. Have a great day, great night, whenever it is when you guys are watching. I'll see y'all in the next stream.